Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Minelli and I am chosen. So the reason why I want to start this YouTube and venture out in YouTube is mainly because I'm doing this for myself. This is a time for me to reflect on this past year and to let go of a lot of things in my life that have been weighing me down, and I want you guys to come with me, for those of you who need it. And what other way then to start this YouTube channel in basically a reflection of this past year? And we will be doing a beauty cleanse today. So I will go step through step on what I do to cleanse my face. So while we get started, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Minelli and I am about to turn 30 years old. I was born in Matamoros, but I was raised over here in Brownsville, and I recently moved with my family to Harlingen, Texas. And the first thing that I like to do when I start cleaning my face is pick up my hair all the way up. I love putting up my hair all the way up. I rarely do my hair, but it's always up, if anything. But recently I've been trying to leave it down more. I've been going to the beauty salon, getting my hair done, and I love my hairstyle. Okay, so the way I like to get started is by removing all makeup from my face. I haven't used any recently, but you never know. So I just like to get a pad or one of these cotton balls, and I do use the Garnier Skin Active water. And I get the most sensitive one to my skin because I do have psoriasis, and I got that after my pregnancy with Victoria. So you see, I did not have any makeup on, but it is still pretty dirty. Next, what I like to do is go in with my toner. I recently bought this, and I always kept on seeing makeup videos saying that people usually use a toner. So like I said, I have psoriasis, so I go for the most organic, cruelty-free, vegan kind of anything for my face, anything for my skin. So I went for the Mario Badescu skincare, and this is a glycolic acid toner. And what it does, well, I'm applying this to my skin. I'm gonna read it off of here because I am very fresh with this product. I'm not too sure exactly how it works, but I always keep on hearing that people use toners, or they recommend using toners for your skin. So I am gonna read what this is. This is a mild resurfacing toner that brightens and balances skin post cleanse. So you have to clean first and then use a toner. It works to refine pores and diminish the appearance of the dry, fine lines, wrinkles, and uneven skin tones, revealing more radiant and youthful looking complexion. And it says to use it at least twice daily after cleansing. Apply to skin with a cotton ball or a pad. So I recently just started doing this, and I think it just intensifies like the cleanse of your skin and your pores. So as you can see, again, a little bit of extra coming out. I don't know where that's coming from, I swear, but we're getting them all out. Okay, so this time after I do my toner, I usually go into for a cleanser or a detox mask, and I just bought these at Target. They come 2-in-1, and it is a gel-like, and I just start applying it all over my face. Be gentle with your skin, girls. That's something that I have learned throughout the years. I used to be, when I was younger, I used to be very rough on my skin. And as I'm getting older, which I mean, I'm barely starting. I am, like how I said, about to turn 30 years old. I still feel young in a way, but I am slowly seeing those wrinkles, feeling my body change. Okay, so this is from a company called Que Bella Bath and Beauty Professionals, and it comes in something like this. And it's basically suitable for all skin types. There comes a cleanser and a detox. And since yesterday, I cleansed my face with the Aveeno Absolute Ageless. I'm telling you, I'm getting a lot of fine wrinkles, so I'm just trying to take care of myself. I do just want to say a little bit more about myself. And basically, that is the whole point of this video. This first video is just having a reflection out of 2020. How I said in the intro, I mainly started for myself. One, because I did go through a lot mentally this past year. I do suffer through mental health. Still haven't been diagnosed, but I know I can more or less point into like 2 or 3 different type of mental health disorders that I can have, and just how I went through it. I know one of you girls is probably going out there through it, and maybe you don't know what's going on, or you've noticed a change in you that is basically not who you really are. And to tell all women out there that you are not alone, and it's okay to talk about it. And this channel is more like for us to be there for each other and not bring each other down, because there's so many, there's plenty of that out there already. So this channel is more to zone out of that and come to someone who will try to build you up as much as I can. I totally forgot to put some on my neck. Do not forget your neck area, because the neck area is very important as well, and most women forget about that. And it's all through here. Same thing with makeup. When you apply a foundation, it's all the way to your neck, recommended. Something that goes flows directly. Okay, so at the end of 2020, in December, after my graduation, I was just suffering a lot through anxiety, and we literally couldn't breathe, and I had to stop. Even when I was driving, this happened when I was driving, this happened at home, this happened when I just felt very overwhelmed. So I just started noticing a lot of these symptoms, and something that I decided to do was pay attention to them, which is my first recommendation to you. Pay attention to when maybe your attitude starts changing, or you start hearing people like giving you like, oh, what's wrong with you, or you know, any comment that they make. So I started noticing that sometimes I'll be a little feisty, sometimes my whole demeanor would change, and I started writing things down. That's something that I'm really good at. I have my planner, even here I have my planner, and I write things down. I also have an app in my phone that's tracking like my menstrual ovulations, all of that. And I started noticing that I would react like this. My anxiety will kick up, or even my depression symptoms will be very heavy a week, 2 weeks before I started my menstrual. So it is very important, and that's something that I would encourage you girls to do it. If you notice those little symptoms or characteristics that are not really like you, start writing them down. Like, make that a practice to write down how you're feeling, what you're feeling, how long did it last, and notice more or less if it's the same every month. At least for 3 months, start tracking them down and start to find a trend in these behaviors. And that's what I did, and it made me very aware. And by the following month, I would be like, okay, this is around the time that I'm ovulating, and that maybe my hormones are probably kicking up, or that I start feeling this anxiety or depression go up. So it also made me very aware of that. And I decided to go visit my OBGYN just to get a annual checkup. Those of you who are of age, go to your OBGYN. It's always great to do your yearly checkups. And I asked also for them to check my thyroid, which was a hormone imbalance, to see if I had a hormone imbalance. And maybe that's what was causing my anxiety, or these trends of these symptoms going up. And thank God everything came out great. It actually came out negative, meaning I did not have a hormone imbalancement. Everything was great and healthy. But at least there was a check. Okay, well, it's not that. Maybe I need to go now to a general doctor and have a blood taken, or whatever it is. Whatever it is that they need to do to see what is causing these symptoms to go up at certain times of my life, or certain times in the month, or before my menstrual. So that is one tip that I would recommend you girls. Just start writing a lot of things down, symptoms that you're feeling. If you're feeling extra emotional, I know a lot of us are either extra emotional or aggressive like previous days or weeks before we get our menstrual. So that is normal, as you can say. But when you start noticing already like negative thoughts, or you not being yourself around people, getting anxiety, like also take yourself out of that environment just for a bit, which is what made me also have a break from social media. I noticed that I log in a lot to Instagram, and I just started noticing that I would get even extra lazy just being on my phone, like, and I really focused in myself and my growth and my weaknesses and how I can get better in my family, my daughter, and I just started getting really into reading. I started getting really into my spirituality, like really going in depth and understanding what I was reading and how can I apply that to my life, or when I am going through certain symptoms, that maybe anxiety, when anxiety is kicking in, like how can I apply what I've been reading to my life. I did also listen to a lot of great music, sometimes just no lyrics, sometimes it's just music playing in the back while I breathe. That was me meditating in a certain way. That does help me out a lot, as well as just reading books. I did start this year getting into a book club by Holly Frederick, and it was great. I loved reading. I would read a lot when I went to the university. So I was like, okay, I think I'm starting to like reading now, because I did not like reading at all. So going back to the university made me really get into it. And I started reading this book, Uninvited by Lysa. And I really recommend this book, especially those of you. It's called Uninvited, Living Loved When You Feel Less Than, Left Out, and Lonely, which I know we have all been through that. Okay, so I already took off the gel. Spent a little time talking that I totally lost track. So what I like to do next is add serum to my face. This one is from Pacifica. It is cruelty-free and vegan. And this one, you have to put it at nighttime, specifically the one that I got, but there's some like for radiant skin, which is great. I recommend this if you have really dry skin, to put this on your face. I do have very dry skin. But those of you who have oily skin, I'm pretty sure there is something out there for you. I barely get any oil here, and I get very excited because my skin is so dry. It's like a desert. Does anybody else go through that? Please tell me I'm not alone. Don't forget your neck, back of your neck, all the face. Try to go up. Okay, while that's set in, I do like to go in with one of my recent purchases. It's a rose oil by Wishful. And this is to even your skin tone. So those of you who have maybe some acne scars, so I just love to rub this. So far I've really been liking it. It smells great. So I put it all over. Let that settle in. I am so happy that you guys are seeing this video and are here on this journey with me. Hopefully you guys are starting a cleanse as well, cleaning your face, whatever it is, whether it is physically, mentally, spiritually. But yes, just go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment down below if you're enjoying so far. Okay, so we're almost at the end of my face cleanse. After the rose oil has sinked in, I do go in with a uh, moisturizer. This is also by Wishful. It's a honey balm jelly moisturizer. I usually do moisturizers that are very liquidy because I go for the hydrating, anything that can hydrate my face. And this smells so good. Same thing with the rose oil. That is a tip that I like to recommend. Buy the sample size first, try it out. If it goes good, if you notice something different in your skin, then buy the full size of it. Don't forget your neck. So I do like to put all of this on at nighttime, is when I usually like to cleanse my face, so that way I can rest, go to sleep, and let that all of the cleansing detox absorb my skin. As I end this video, I do also want to say that drinking water is extremely important, and that is one of my New Year resolutions. Drinking way more water because it is very good for your skin. Okay, so drink some water. That is one of your homeworks this week. And I do want to set just a quick little assignment, which is to pay attention to trends in your life. Focus on what you want to cleanse, okay? And that's spiritually, mentally, physically. If you do find a trend, or if you are maybe inclining to anxiety, or if you start noticing depressions, or if you start noticing anything, any even physical pain, go to your doctors. Go talk to someone who's super close to you, whether that's your husband, whether it's your parents, whether it's a sister or a brother, and let them know. I'm pretty sure they notice something. Let them know, hey, I'm going through something. Can you take me to go see a doctor? And I am 100% sure they will say, yeah, let's go. And just go. If you need to go to your OBGYN, go get a physical. And if you do notice a lot of suicidal thoughts or a lot of depression, ask your OBGYN to take a thyroid exam, which they will draw blood to get that in. Hopefully it comes out negative and we can continue growing and figuring out what it is. So thank you for joining my YouTube channel. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you so much for listening. Bye. I totally forgot lip balm.